Are you in any kind of relationship where the other person is taking advantage of you? The advantage could be in terms of your time, your efforts, or even your money for their personal benefit. This could be a love relationship or even a friendship. Basically, you're just letting the other person take things from you, maybe because you're so attached to them. This is an unfair relationship and you must do something about it. What to do? First step is to make sure if you're actually being used or not. What if the other person is actually fair and you think it's unfair? We don't want that. Or what if the other person is clearly unfair but you don't even realize it? We don't want that either. So you need to look at it from multiple angles before deciding whether it's unfair or not. So the first angle would be you have to see if the other person is using their love as a leverage to get things from you. For example, if you constantly hear them saying things like, if you love me, you'll do this for me. If you care about me and if you trust me, you would loan me the money. If you really want this relationship, you would take this decision, etc., etc. It's like that person is asking for the price of their love. It's like you have to pay a ticket price to continue to be in the relationship. If this is happening with you, there is a problem. Technically, in a healthy, equal relationship, you must be there for the person and the person must be there for you. Anything else, any resources that you bring to the table is just a bonus, not a condition. For example, if I'm invited to a group of friends only because they need a car and I have one, there is a problem with this friendship. So related to this, you can ask yourself this question: what if I stopped making those extra efforts? What would happen? If the answer is that the person would leave you, then there is a problem with the relationship. It's not healthy and you're probably being taken advantage of. Then sometimes people don't even realize that they are being used until somebody else tells them. So the next angle is you need to keep asking the other people. They will correct your imperfect judgments. Since you are personally involved with the person, you could be getting too suspicious or you could be getting fooled. And you probably won't even realize that. Other people, because they are looking at the relationship from a distance, they are detached, they can give you a more rational view, a more complete view. So ask yourself this: if I told 10 people what was happening with me, what would they say? And if they would also say that yes, this person is taking advantage of you, then that is true. Don't be fooled, listen to other people. And if other people say that it's just in your head, then probably let it go. Next angle could be, you could ask yourself the question: is this person also taking advantage of somebody else? Because if that person is really using you, it could be in their nature. And if it's in their nature, it would manifest itself in other places. Are there any other victims? If yes, then again, it's a sign that your problem could be real. Now we go to the next step. If after looking at all those angles, you come to the conclusion that yes, I am in a one-sided, unfair relationship, I am being used, then you must stop and take some action. The first step there is, of course, you have to start saying no. I can't do that. I can't listen to that. I can't give you that, etc., etc. You just need to start saying no to their demands which are unfair. And secondly, you need to start asking things in return. If you have loaned them some money, you need to ask for it back. If you need their participation in return, you need to ask for their time. If they have made you some promise, you must ask for its fulfillment. And you must not stop until you get what you want. So look at this, keep reducing your efforts and resources and keep demanding their efforts and resources until you feel that the relationship is in a fair zone. There's no exact maths for fairness here. Nobody can keep a perfect count, but it must come within a fair zone. And now to the last part. Now, I must admit that it probably won't be easy. As you reduce your efforts and demand for their contribution, they will fight this change. The intensity of the fight will vary from person to person, but they will not like it because you're taking them out of their comfort zone. As they fight back, it's very important that you stay strong. When you say no to them or you demand something, the other person may really get upset. They may actually start to threaten you. They may start giving you a lot of guilt, but you need to keep reminding yourself that you're not fighting this person, you're fighting unfairness for which you have to stay strong. See, at heart, I truly believe that nobody is born evil, but it's also true that we all possess some evil instincts. We often may have very problematic desires, and we do have the capacity to hurt or even torture other people. So whenever you see a person doing something wrong, you need to tell yourself that here is a normal person in whom bad instincts have overpowered in this time, in this situation. My goal is to protect myself from this bad behavior coming from this normal person. In this case, what is that bad behavior? It's the unfairness in dealing with you. This person is creating a one-sided relationship where I make sacrifices for them, but not the other way around. So my goal is to not fall victim to that unfair behavior. My goal is to place my time, money, and emotions in some place which is more fair. So as they show more and more anger, as they threaten you, as they fight with you, as they give you guilt, you need to see through all of these things and stay strong. You need to keep reminding yourself, it's okay if this person loves me less. It's okay if I don't get approval from this person. It's okay if the relationship becomes a bit distant. I will say no and I will make my demands. I'm ready for all the consequences. I want you to realize that as the relationship with any person gets closer and closer, their ability, or let's say the potential for them to take advantage of you, actually gets stronger and stronger. Because now you can't lose them. They can make more demands because you're so attached to them. And this becomes especially difficult for people who feel alone in life, who don't have other people to support them. Then this person becomes the world for them, and you end up giving excessive control of your life to this one person. Like you would go to any length to keep this person in your life. You're almost begging, like, you know what, take advantage of me, but just keep me around. And this is going to be terrible for you. You must need to learn to accept distance from a person like that. Because remember this, if you don't let go of the attachment right now, the advantage taking can continue and actually may get worse with time. Your pain will continue and your resentment will keep growing. And most probably you will reach a point in your life where you would feel this relationship is just not worth it anymore. You're bound to give up someday. So if you're going to give up someday, why not now? Understand the path you're on. This path will lead to darkness and more pain for you. Understand this, that whenever there is unfairness in the relationship, it's unsustainable for the long run. You can put up with unfair behavior temporarily, but not forever. It's just against your nature. So please be ready to go through some short-term pain of detaching yourself from the person for the long-term benefit of mental peace and health. You really need to find some strength for this. I will summarize this. First, be aware and be realistic if you're actually being used or taken advantage of. Second, if you do detect unfairness, then start to say no and start making demands until the relationship comes in a fair zone. Third, as you take this action, deal with the consequences with strength. Don't let your emotional attachment weaken you. I hope this helps. Good luck. These videos can help you to some degree, but if your problems are really serious or painful, you should come for counseling. We now have a team of psychologists who can help you and your family live a much better life. Here are some feedbacks from our clients. If you wish to take counseling from us, go to our website page www.shridharlifeschool.com/counsel. Click on this link and fill this application form. We will get back to you soon.